The transformation we seek in the mirror begins from within. To sculpt our ideal self, we must chip away old layers to reveal our inner essence. We don masks of pretense to elicit validation, but beneath each facade lies the authentic self, waiting to emerge. In stillness, we can shed our pretenses and sit with the raw sensations of being. It is here where we confront the inner critics that incessantly tell us we're not enough. Through distractions and our natural inclinations of avoidance, we ignore these voices rather than addressing them. By exploring the concept of the shadow self, we can reveal parts of ourselves that have been hidden or rejected. Ancient cultures understood the shadow and saw value in integrating its truth. Owning and embracing our shadow allows us to heal and become whole. The parts of us we have sought to repress contain great wisdom. They allow us to see the full picture of ourselves. As we unravel ingrained habits, clarity restores our vision. We realign actions with inner truth, no longer seeking reflected approval. Our growth unfolds organically from within. Our work begins reflecting our inner truth rather than molding to expectations. The practice of self-examination requires the same patience and compassion as mastering any skill. Progress comes not from harsh critiques, but from gently encouraging ourselves to keep growing and understanding the nuances present within our innermost thoughts and feelings. By hearing the whispers of our hearts, we reconnect to buried passions, dreams, and desire. Our worth shines regardless of outer thoughts and perceptions. The transformation we seek resides within us. By taking time to envision the person we aspire to be, then looking inward, we can align our actions with that vision, making small, consistent choices each day that reflect our highest values will over time reshape us into who we wish to become. Progress can seem incremental, but staying focused on concrete goals for self-growth allows us to steadily sculpt ourselves. Starting by believing change is possible, and then making these commitments take the purposeful small steps that bring about change. Our shadow, the unknown or rejected parts of ourselves, have been explored since ancient times. Many stories have warned us about the perils of ignoring one's dark impulses and how we can integrate the shadow to bring in wisdom. Jung made this shadow self a keystone of his psychology. He shed light on those subliminal aspects we keep concealed, even from our conscious awareness. Jung revealed how neglecting the shadow causes projections, where we unconsciously attribute unwanted flaws or emotions onto other people and situations. These disowned parts of ourselves then manifest into the world around us, where we end up perceiving in others the vulnerabilities we can't face within ourselves. Owning our shadow prevents this psychic splintering. The parts of us we've sought to repress may contain deep truths. By bringing them into the light, their power transforms, no longer being a hindrance, but instead being something beneficial. Facing the shadow evokes the same fear and dread that David felt approaching Goliath. The giant's imposing power mirrors the terrifying prospect of confronting our inner darkness. Yet, like David, the tools we need to triumph over this intimidating foe already lie within reach. By shining the light of awareness on our shadows, we begin diffusing their distracted power over us. With understanding and insight as our slingshot, we can integrate the disowned aspects of ourselves, diminishing their warped reflections. Their lessons assimilated, our shadows shrink to harmless size, toppling down to no longer be a bother to us. This epic battle with the giant of our psyche is the quintessential heroic journey. By courageously befriending our shadow, we rob them of their ability to negatively control us from within. What once loomed over us menacingly now becomes a valuable ally. Our warped mirror realigns to reflect back our entirety, light integrated with dark. This interrogation is the hero's true triumph. Answers arise when we stop fighting those menacing inner voices. Darkness dissipates when shone upon with the light of awareness. Our shadows reflect back to us our deepest fears and most profound strengths. In Yoruba mythology, integrating different aspects of oneself is the key to wisdom. The divine trickster Ishu represents this shadow, this uncertainty, this amorality. Ishu teaches that all parts of experience must be embraced and contemplated, not disowned and ignored. Ishu is the messenger between realms, often appearing at crossroads. His uncertain nature reflects the unpredictability of life, the parts of ourselves and the external world that we can't control. Ishu is ritually fed and offered sacrifices. They understand the danger of ignoring. Integrating Ishu means acknowledging our own mask and moral ambiguities. His capriciousness reflects the changeable self beneath our static personas. One legend tells of a farmer named Ade who ignored the customs to honor Ishu. Instead of leaving offerings, the miserly farmer pocketed the food for himself. Soon, Ade's luck turned sour. His chickens stopped laying eggs, and his crop withered. Try as he might, everything continued to go wrong. It was Ishu meddling with age to teach a lesson. The guy used his tricks to turn the selfish farmer's stinginess against him. After many failed harvests, Ade finally showed humility and left a bountiful offering at the crossroads for Ishu. And soon his fortunes reversed for the better. As Ade learned, neglecting to feed the shadow only starves oneself. Integrating Ishu's capricious nature brings acceptance and balance. By giving voice to these urges, we lose destructive control over us. We no longer suffer from repressing these contrary impulses. The Yoruba show wisdom in honoring Ishu's vital role, rather than forcing his darkness out of sight. Our shadows similarly gain power over us when left unexamined. Across cultures, myths convey the danger of suppressing the wild, unruly aspect of selfhood. In stillness, we can relax and understand what the shadow is attempting to say to us. Our shadows reveal our deepest fear and most profound strength. Answers arise when we befriend those menacing inner voices instead of fighting against them. Their mystifying power diminishes in the illusion of self-acceptance, and we prevent the splintering of our own psyche by owning the entirety of who we are. As we unravel ingrained habits, clarity restores our vision. We realign actions with inner truth, not external validation. Progress requires patience within ourselves. Like mastering any skill, growth takes gentle encouragement to keep expanding. As in my previous video, I spoke about Taoism, specifically the principle of Wu Wei, or effortless. In my previous video, I spoke about Taoism, specifically the principle of Wu Wei, or effortless action. And Taoism also has a very interesting parable about something similar. A farmer whose prized stallion ran away. His neighbors declared this bad luck, but the farmer replied, "Good luck, bad luck, who knows?" Weeks later, the stallion returned with a wild herd. The neighbors congratulated his fortune, and the farmer said yet again, "Good luck, bad luck, who knows?" When the farmer's son tried taming a wild horse, he fell off and broke his legs. The laborer lamented his fortune. The neighbors lamented his misfortune, yet the farmer insisted, "Good luck, bad luck, who's to judge?" Soon after, a war broke out, and many young men were conscripted. But the farmer's son was spared due to his injury. The key phrase of this parable, "good luck, bad luck, who knows," is about accepting life's vicissitudes without judgment. This brings equanimity and balance. And by listening to the whispers of the world around us, we can understand that perception isn't always the truth, because different parts of ourselves may cloud our judgment. The transformation we seek in the mirror begins by analyzing these different parts of ourselves and courageously exploring them so we can understand what they mean to say to us and reveal our authentic essence.